All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to class. As you know, it's the first day of Humanities 313. Woohoo! Did you all have a good summer? I'm trying something a little bit different this semester with Humanities 313. I have a reputation, and a lot of us that teach this class, of, always telling you, put your computers away, take notes by hand, we don't want distractions. But I've been learning some things this summer. So this semester, as opposed to perhaps some of the reputation I have from previous semesters, I'm going to be using some technology in class, implementing some new techniques of interacting with you. And so before we even get into the syllabus and my expectations for the class, I want to teach you a few tools. So if everyone would get out your computers if you have them with you. If you don't have a computer with you today, I will be asking you to try to bring one if possible. We'll talk more about that. iPad would work, even a smartphone. Worst case scenario, an ordinary cell phone. So let me get started by introducing you to a few tools that we're going to be using in this class. My favorite is polleverywhere.com. How many of you guys have used this before? A few of you have. Now, I have taken the liberty already of creating accounts for all of you on this. So we'll be using this in class a lot, because obviously there are 170 of you here. It's really hard to, raise your hands and shout. So when I want feedback from you, I'll be using Poll Everywhere. Would you, you don't even have to log in yet. Let's just get started by playing with it. It's really easy. If you would simply log in at pollev.com/Corrado and tell me, what are you looking forward to this semester? And come on, guys, I really need you to do this. Oh, absolutely great presentations. And let me tell you, these are going to be fun presentations. I like Thanksgiving, too. Yeah, I know. Anyone else looking forward to anything? Sure, learning a lot. We always learn a lot in a humanities class, right? That's why it's the most popular class at Seaver. Oh, cool. Good luck on that one. Let me know if you have any tips. All right, I think you've got it down. This is working. This is fun. Have any of you guys, are all of you doing this at pollev.com, or is anyone trying to do it from an ordinary cell phone? You can actually do it from an ordinary cell phone. All right. That's one thing I like about this, if you don't have your laptop with you. Well, anyway, that's something that we'll have fun playing with. Okay, the one thing I'll tell you, it's a little bit awkward sometimes, because, I can't control what you're going to say, and it may or may not be relevant, but I do want you to know, as I said, I've created logins for you, and we're actually going to use this for participation credit in this class. So I want you now to log in with your Pepperdine email and the password hum313. And from now on, once you're logged in, you can still say whatever you want. Now, this poll is actually a multiple choice poll, but you can actually say whatever you want, but I'm going to know who said it. So it's a little bit less likely that you're going to be saying anything inappropriate up there. So let me see. I really need to know the answer, so please do log in. One person can bring a laptop. Thank you. Well, we have two people who figured out how to do it. So you log in, first name, last name at pepperdine.edu, password, capital HUM, HUM313. Okay, so 3 of you figured out how to do this. Okay, this concerns me that more than 3 haven't. And I do need to get this glitch worked out before class actually starts in... Yeah?
Can I confess?
Yeah.
So I didn't see the whole concept of password, so I asked them to reset my password. So.
Well, actually, I didn't change your password because you used your old password.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you already had an account on here when I logged you in, so it didn't let me change your password on you.
Oh, okay.
So Stella and Jerry, actually already have PolLab accounts, so you use your old password. Good point. I need to tell my students that the first day of class if they've used this before. But anyone who hasn't used it before, I actually gave you a default password. You can change it if you want to. All right, this is good for me to know that it's a problem, but we're going to move on for now, and hopefully we'll get this worked out. Okay. Yeah, here's another tool we're going to be using in the class this semester, and that is Sakai, or courses.pepperdine.edu. I think most of you have used it before. For now, I want to ask you to try going to the short URL goo.gul/d8 capital M capital P small w. It should work. It should take you to exactly what I want you to see. I will also admit that yesterday when I tried it, it didn't work. So here's another thing I need to work out with the TechLearn team before September. But go ahead and give it a shot. Where did that not working? Oops. That was supposed to be a direct link to where we're going. So if the link didn't work, simply log into courses, courses.pepperdine.edu, and find the class Hum 313 demo. I created a demo class just that works this summer. And click on the button on the left side toolbar. Do I not have a screenshot of that? No, I evidently don't. Click on the button on the left side toolbar to the, hold on a minute, what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. Click on the button to ask me anything for now. Did you guys find that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you could do that, this is an example of a tool that Sakai, that the courses program uses, where I can actually give you a question or a quiz. Now I've set one up for 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to begin, and you can ask me anything, and I will actually respond. That's just for today. I could have you respond to a question about the reading, but for today, why don't you begin the assessment and take 2 minutes and actually try it, see if you can get it to work.
Success.
Is that working? Okay. Cool. Well, I'll actually log in after class and see who got it to work. But I really do want you to figure out how this is going to work, because we'll be using it for your participation grade during the class. Yeah, you should have gotten a screen like this. It'll let you enter your text. And I honestly will answer your questions, and you'll see that where, I don't know yet where they'll see that, but I'll have to figure that out by September. All right, moving on. One more tool we're going to be using in this class is your Pepperdine Google account. And again, let me try. I created a short URL that may or may not work, but if you can go to goo.gul/capital S, capital C, small RV6, this should take you to a form I want you to complete for this class that I created in Google Drive. It should actually, if it does, did it work for anyone or no? It didn't work. It should work. It didn't work for me yesterday, so this is another thing I'm going to have to keep fiddling with, learning from the TechLearn team. Capital S, capital C, small RV6.
Yep.
And otherwise you can go, go into courses and click the student survey on the left side, and that'll take you to the same thing. You should actually have a student survey that I'm also going to ask you guys to fill out. Your name, what I should call you, and why don't you take a few minutes to fill this out? Does anyone have any trouble with this?
You've got you've got 2 pages in your...
I have like 8 pages in here. Because if they answer yes on one thing, then it takes them to one place. And all right,
Just as a side note, I was logged into my personal Gmail, and so it's saying that I can't access it. So just in case one of your students is logged into their...
It's actually on purpose that I'm requiring them to do this, because I want to make sure they learn how to log into it through Pepperdine.
Yeah, so just an
But
FYI,
yeah.
in case the student goes,
Yeah,
I can't
good point.
do it.
All right, if you're having problems with this, you can come up to me after class, and we'll have some more time to do this, and you really don't have to right now finish my survey, although I will expect my students the first day of class to do that. So as you see, I've used the creation of this presentation as a chance to actually practice, and you guys are my guinea pigs. Is this going to work in a humanities classroom what glitches are going to come up. Are the links going to work? Oops, my short URLs didn't work for some reason. I have to figure out why. Oh, the logins are a problem for some people. It's actually something I learned here, the importance of teaching people how to use the tools as opposed to just putting them out there and assuming they'll figure it out. So what's new in my humanities class this semester? Okay, now I'm talking to you guys, not to my students. Highly revised PowerPoints, which I'm not actually going to show you right now, but just believe me, I've put a lot of time into that. The use of Google Forms, and I'm still fiddling. I really would like to be able to use it and assume all my students know how to get into it. We'll see if that actually works. But in particular for a course evaluation or something like this, that would be great. Better use of pollev.com, Poll Everywhere. I've used that quite a bit in the past, but Alan helped me figure out how to actually link it to students' accounts so that I know who's submitting one answer, so I can use that to take attendance, to check who actually understands something. It allows students to respond short answers or multiple choice or whatever. Using the Sakai tests and quizzes, that was one of the things I showed you. That we'll see if I actually use that in class and if I can assume students really do have a device with them. But that's a way of, I do a lot of quick writes in the class, and quite frankly, collecting them, grading them, and everything is a total pain. This is a class of 170 this semester, so if they can just do it right there in Sakai, and I can even just have it set that it's a pass-fail or a submitted, not submitted, that would be great. The short URLs, although they didn't work today, so I'm going to need to talk to you guys about what went wrong there, but I never figured out how to do that before. I'll have to work on that. What else? He didn't show you this, but I have renamed a lot of the tools. That whole concept of web content on the toolbar is great so that I can actually have a link right on the toolbar to Poll Everywhere or to Google Forms or whatever, to a list of the multimedia I'm using in the class. Learning to download YouTube clips. I had sort of known in theory how to do it, but I've had problems in the past. That's something that I've done, and I'm going to enjoy. Keyboard shortcuts are amazing. Simply, going back and forth between YouTube and PowerPoint in class with a keyboard shortcut would be great. Although now that I see that Raina knows how to actually embed a YouTube into a PowerPoint, I might not even have to use the keyboard shortcut to go back and forth between those. And what else I'm hoping to try that I haven't yet, jingles, demonstrating the tools and explaining the assignments. I found a lot of students don't necessarily read, even if I have long, complicated instructions. That whole single uploaded file feature on assignments, that's really cool. That causes a lot of students headaches when they have to figure out the attachments. Putting the YouTube clips on the Google Drive so that I can actually assume they're going to be there without ads, without Google taking them down because they're copyrighted. That'll be great. In another class, I'll be using attachments for students submitting videos, using Google Hangout in one of my classes. In behalf of Humanities 313 in fall 2013, thank you to all of you guys for a very highly revised class, and that is my one attempt to have fun with animation.